Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my quick little rambling sessions here. What you got in front of you here is a Z600 workstation. Now, this thing's a decade old at this point, so it's, we'll say, getting a little bit long in the tooth for a computer of any sorts. However, this is going to be my primary workstation when it comes to video editing. And it actually is doing a really good job, so I am thrilled with this thing. I've got it basically equipped at nearly its maximum spec that these machines can handle. Processor-wise, it has dual x5675s that are clocked. They're 6-core processors. I think they're clocked at 3 gigahertz for all cores. So that is pretty darn good for, well, a machine that was released in 2010 or manufactured in 2010. I think this was released in 2009, which actually make it 11 years old, the design 11 years old. So pretty darn impressive. We're getting a Cinebench R20 score of around 3,000, a little over 3,000. So not like super top of the line, but definitely not that bad either. So pretty cool to see. Now, I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of this machine entirely because I plan to do another video here soon just on the Z600 and why I think these are a great, excellent, wonderful starting point for getting into content creation because they can be picked up so cheap. Like, these things are e-waste at this point. You can find them at a lot of recycling centers, computer recycling centers, things like that. They're great machines to keep an eye out for, and they're built like tanks. But anyway, I digress. We're not going to get into that at the moment. What we're going to talk about here is what my plans are for this system and some of the upgrades that I'm working on doing and things that I have parts in the mail for at the moment right now. So first off, this thing's getting NVMe storage. Now, it won't be able to boot from it, but we can use it for scratch disks in Premiere. So, not bad. I'm going to put dual NVMe drives. I have two 512 gig Samsung drives coming, and I have PCI Express adapters for those. And I'm going to try putting them in a RAID 0 in Windows storage spaces, since this can't support a native hardware PCI Express RAID. This motherboard has no idea what to do with that. At least that's my understanding. I haven't looked into it too much, but I'm assuming that it wouldn't because even a lot of modern boards don't support that. So, yep, first off, NVMe storage. Second of all, this thing's going to be running 6 monitors, and basically the monitor wall, as I will be dubbing it, and it's going to be in the back of the set. So when I eventually start filming my ugly face in these videos, we will have a nice wall of displays behind us. So, and this will also be really nice for editing videos because I can break out the timeline and the preview windows and things like that to their own separate pages or their own separate displays. So it's going to make it really, really elegant for editing. Let's crack this open. We'll see some of the stuff I've done inside already. I love the design of this case, by the way. Beautiful thing to open up and work on. We already have a 240 gigabyte SSD right here. It's just kind of sitting in that bay, plugged into the backplane. I've got an RX 570 at the bottom here, which is fine for what we're doing. It'll provide a little bit of OpenCL acceleration for Premiere, and it'll be able to handle the 6 displays. Now, it only has 4 outputs. However, we are going to be using DisplayPort MST hubs. At least this is the theory. I have 2 of them already on order, so I hope it works. We're going to be using 2 3-port DisplayPort MST hubs to run the displays. And since these are HP Elite displays at 1600 by 900 resolution, that theoretically should work just fine. And I have a 6-monitor stand also coming, so that'll be pretty nice. I've actually already got the stand, but it had a broken part on it, so I'm having to get an RMA on that. So that's a whole fiasco there, but hey, it's coming together, and I think they're actually going to let me keep the broken one, so I might be able to fix it. It's just like one of the little little plastic pivot points on the that actually holds the monitor to the stand snapped off in shipping. Like the plate got hit on something really hard and broke it off. So not a huge deal, but I can probably like JB weld it back together or something like that, and it would be fine. But I figure since it's broken, I should at least do an RMA on it. Anyway, side tangent aside, we do have a USB 3.0 card in here that may be getting upgraded to a 3.1 with Type-C eventually. Right now that's good enough for transferring footage. And under the hood we've got two X5675s, as I said before, and under our lovely little RAM shroud here, which is ducted with its own fan, we have 24 gigs of ECC DDR3 registered RAM. Not the fastest stuff in the world. I think it's just 1333 or 1600 megahertz. Doesn't really matter. It's fine. It's enough RAM for what I need to do. I can actually take it up to 48 gigs though if need be. I'm going to run this system until it becomes basically unusable for what I'm doing, and then I'm going to look at upgrading to a different dual Xeon system. I like going the super budget route with stuff like this, and that's part of the theme I've got running in the channel is just how to get the most bang for your buck and how to do things on a budget of almost nothing. So, yeah, so that's what we're working with here. It's a capable little machine. It's been upgraded pretty far, and there's really not that much more I can do with it. But I think it's going to work out really, really well for the channel, and I hope that this will be the primary editing machine for maybe a couple years to come. So keep an eye out for it in the background of some of the videos. This whole area here that I'm filming in is going to be set up a lot nicer. Right now I've just got my two studio lights and a table, but I'm working on building a nice L-shaped desk to go behind us, and I'm replacing this table with a narrower folding table that I can pack away and change as I need different types of sets and things like that to film different stuff. So pretty cool. I'm really excited to get started with using this machine. So once those adapters come in, I will probably post an update on them, at least testing them out. I will let you guys know how they work out, and then we will go from there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a bit of just a rambling video with not a huge amount to it, but hey, I wanted to kind of let people know what's going on with the channel and what we're going to be doing hardware-wise here. So yeah, stay tuned for more, guys, and let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. As always, I read every comment, and I try to comment back and respond to as many of them that I can. So yeah, keep the comments and stuff coming. I love to hear from everybody. So until next time, guys, take it easy.